don't know why I always want to do readings. Well, I always start to crave food around times I want readings. And I always press play. Ooh, around the time I put something in my mouth, which is really weird. But hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jenny Jaguar, and you are now in the Jaguar's Den. So this space is dedicated to anyone on a path of deep healing, intuitive awakening, and overcoming toxic traits or karmic cycles that are damn near impossible to break free from. So this is the first week of the month, and I am about to get into a goals and objectives reading for my fire sign. So if you're Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this may apply to you. So, sometimes we do spreads to motivate us or to make us reach for the phone or take that leap of faith when we're feeling weak, fearful, or undecisive. But this spread, which I do at the beginning of each month, will give you the confidence to follow your goals or aspirations. And this spread can also be used to help you find clarity or certainty if you already made a decision and you're not sure whether to stick with it, or if you're not sure which decision to take. So I always think these are very important to do at the beginning of the month. I don't know, just to help you. Every month is like a new chance to reset for a major change. So it's like last month, okay, I said that I was going to start that diet. And if you get to the end of the month and you haven't started the diet, then it's like, okay, beginning of next month, it's like, let me figure out what is in the way so I can get serious about what I want. Because I hate, if you don't know, I am in the fitness wellness industry, and I see a lot of people who would look into me, look at my services, or just I would just see them on social media in general, just saying like, oh yeah, I plan to do this, and then like, well, stuff happened, so I couldn't do it. And so many people, like, they normalize. Granted, it is normal, but it's not normal to give up on your goals. Like, you don't want to have more health issues at the end of the year, just because you did not be consistent, just because you weren't consistent in your fitness goals. Because I had a client that I was writing workouts for, and she did them every morning that I scheduled them for her, and she lost like 30-40 pounds by the end of the year. I don't know how long I had to work. I think we worked for like a good year, but anywho, we got off. We hadn't seen each other in about 2 years, and she about gained 20 of those pounds back. And she was like, I know what I need to do, I just don't do it. In my head, I was like, you should have bought coaching, and instead of just the personal training. Because I don't know, sometimes it's good to have both, because a lot of people think like, oh, I just need to know what to do. That's part of the problem. The other part is you need to know how to remain consistent. So I don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe answers will come when I get into this goals and objectives reading. So without further ado, Holy Spirit, can you give me insight on my Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements, goals, and objectives for the month of March, or for the next 4 weeks? I think that's easier to say. Number 1, current objective. Number 2 is your talent or skill. It's a lot of page energy coming out. Number 3 is what you lack. I don't know if I should take this or not. Hold on. Should I take? Okay. Number 3 was what you lack. Hold on. All right. Beneficial influence. for my fire signs. Okay. Some things are progressing. Potential. Six of Pentacles. Okay. And promise of progress. Guess that's okay. The outcome. Okay. All right. So it seems like Spirit isn't telling you all the details, but I'm going to get into it. We have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So maybe you're seeking truth, you're searching, maybe you're on a spiritual journey. Right now, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, your current objective is the Page of Wands, which says curiosity. What does it say? Curiosity and adventure guide me. So maybe you are just embarking on a new opportunity. You're watching something. So this is a bright and breezy card. This could represent a person in your life or this is your current objective. So this represents you who could possibly be enthusiastic, inquisitive, and full of them. Please look up them. I don't know who wrote this book. Jane Wallace. Okay. VIM. I don't know what that means. But anywho, is this you or someone you know? So, in more general terms, the Page of Wands suggests a time of exploring new ideas, passions, or even places. Expect the burst of creative energy or a newfound inspiration. Follow your curiosity and explore how it can lead to amazing things. This card can also mean a thrilling message or news that could be the catalyst for something very exciting. In terms of love, a person may enter your life like a mini whirlwind, an adventurous and inspirational type. This may be someone younger or from your youth. This will be fun, but not necessarily forever. Enjoy friendships with creative types who come into your life now. So maybe your current objective is to follow your curiosity. You'll probably have a sense of energy coming in, and you are just guided to go into it. Now, Page of Cups is your talent or skill. I really got to read these. It says, I explore my emotions with curiosity. So maybe you are very intuitive. You follow your intuition very well. You're one of those people who's like, usually I go here, but for some odd reason I felt like going this place today, and I did, and amazing things happen. Like you always just like if something feels like, yeah, but I'm gonna go this way today. I'm gonna go do this. I'm feeling different. Like you're a Philly type of person. Like you don't ignore those nudges. Let's see if the Page of Cups has anything else. It says good news is coming your way. A creative pet project, romance, or other joyful project has some happy communication connected with it. So maybe you just started some new venture, some new something, and you are throwing your creativity and passion into it. And your talent or skill is tied to this creative passion that is your current objective to nurture. And whatever, maybe you look really young. I don't know. Maybe you are artistic. Yeah, it says it's time. It suggests a time to listen to your intuition and express your artistic and emotional aspects. Make your best future happen. It could be a time to use beauty in your life to beckon it. Then so you are a manifester. So you're good at using your talents or skills to manifest what you want. So yeah, if I'm correct, okay, drop a jaguar in the comments. Let me know. Um, so yeah, and emotionally fulfilling relationship proposals, a new friendship, and smashing interviews can all be part of the exuberant prophecy of this card. So you, whatever your talent or skill is, you it allows you to bring in whatever it is you desire. Okay. And it's just by using your passions, creativity, and talent. So it's something maybe you've done your entire life, or something you've always been poured into, or it's just something maybe you just grew into out of curiosity and just consumed you. And it's like, oh my gosh, I love this thing. Maybe if you're not in your 9 to 5, you're probably studying or scrolling down shops so you can add little trinkets or something to um, your hobby. That's what I'm getting. All right, going into what you lack. Damn, 10 of Wands. You ain't got no problems. You ain't got no problems. I release burdens that do not serve me. That is what you lack. You don't have any burdens. What the hey? There is no excuse. Basically, this is what this is. All right, I don't know what you want, but there is no excuse for you to manifest what you want. All right, so I feel like I don't even need to go into that. Maybe you just got done with your problems. Maybe you just got done with the tough battle, a tough issue, and it's all, oh my gosh, it's all easy peasy from now. Let me clarify. Holy Spirit, can you clarify this 10 of Wands as to what my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements lack? Oh my goodness. What is it? Maybe you just got done passing, like, what is it? I think a Saturn return. And like once you get done with your Saturn return, like you start a new cycle. And I think it's like a 26-year cycle. So maybe you're starting a new cycle of good luck. Or maybe if you just got done with a cycle of bad luck, of struggles, it's like, oh my gosh, it's not one thing, it's another. Now you're stepping into a time of peace. I don't know. Can you clarify that 10 of Wands? 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. So were you around a family group or a work dynamic that kept you in your head, that kept you bickering? It was a lot of drama. You always have to defend yourself with the 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It was always trouble, issues, and you got out of that. What is it? It's easier for you to manifest, especially with I keep saying I need to do well, I do have a stress is contagious. So I do have a little PSA about why stress is contagious that talks about heart coherence. And but I think I'm going to do another one soon. I don't know if I want to put this in a course or if I just want this to be like free content, but I don't know. I need to get that information out one way or another. But anywho, there is going to be a link in the description box for a health coach PSA that talks a little bit about heart coherence and how our emotions can affect the emotions of other people around us. And if you're trying to manifest, if you're trying to want better for yourself, but everybody else around you is either hating on you, bringing you down, um, or just negative, you'll automatically pick up on that energy too, and it'll keep you from staying high vibrational. And that may be why you either want to wear headphones when you're walking around people, you don't want to be around people long. People may think you have an attitude because you don't want to be around them. Um, yeah, you may have peace when you go outside in nature, when you pour yourself into your passions. That probably is how you found a passion that you like to do, because you don't have you because you wanted to get away from the drama, basically. So anywho, or maybe it was something you always did and the passion that you had was stifled because of the drama. So take it, flip it, smack it, rub it down, however it resonates. All right. But yeah, that's what I'm getting as to what you lack. So congratulations. I am proud of you. You know, it's not hard. Um, well, it's not easy. Okay. So kudos to you for doing that. Now, the beneficial influence for you in the month of March is the Knight of Swords. I cut through obstacles in my way. Let's see what this says. It's pretty much straightforward, but I just wanted to see anything different. So this card suggests that now is the time to pursue goals with determination and not to let anything stand in your way. Mental agility is indicated. Think sharp thinking and clear communication. Use your intellect and words as tools to achieve your ends and fight for your beliefs, but make sure planning and research has already been done. There is the potential for conflict, aggression, or acting without thinking. This card can signify change that comes quickly. In love, communication will play a key role. The Knight of Swords could indicate a relationship where discussions and intellectual connections are prominent. Avoid harsh words or impulsive actions. Ooh, you know what? I think this is very important because fire signs, we got that mouth on us. Okay. I have, what is it? I'm a Sagittarius moon and an Aries rising. So yeah, you push me. Ain't gonna be, I can't guarantee what comes out my mouth is gonna be nice. Okay. Yes. So um with the people talking and the gossip, well, it may not be gossip, or maybe it is gossip, I don't know. But with the people talking or just the drama around you, you probably are wanting to do your research and wanting to make sure that you're doing the right thing because you know there are people watching you, you know there are people that are doubting you, that don't want you to succeed, which is why you're probably cautious about doing the thing. But now that you are free, you're probably feeling like Ferris Bueller's Day Off and you just want to run buck wild. There is a point to where when you get out of survival mode, when your nervous system finally starts to reset, your body wants to rest and recover. And so you may want to slow down. But the irony part of it is this isn't the time for you to slow down. So you need to find ways to rest while still staying productive. If you need help, please watch my blockages and priorities reading. I make those each week, and I always do a career segment and tell you that goes into detail about specifically what you need to do each week to help you reach your goals or your objectives, and also in love and personal development. Okay, so remember, this is just the very first thing of the week, of the very first reading of the month. So if you're new and you like the way I read and you have goals that you want to overcome, and you know you have drama, not either drama or past trauma or limiting beliefs that you need to overcome, come on over to the Jaguar's Den. Okay, come on, we'll help you get them goals. Now that is your beneficial influence. You do know how to cut through obstacles in your way. So, and since you ain't got no distractions, there's no excuse. So your potential, your potential is a Six of Pentacles. So generosity and receiving are in balance. So if this is business related, this ain't no chump change. This ain't cheap money. It says generosity and receiving are in balance. So as much effort as you're working, you're getting paid a price that you are happy with, and that your job or your customer is happy to pay you. I'm seeing like, here, take it. Well, is there anything else I need to buy? Anything else I need to buy? Let's go. Let's get it done. Okay. So number 6, the promise of progress. You got the Two of Swords. So I open my heart and mind to new perspectives. And this can go one. This can go one or either ways. Either your limiting beliefs are limiting what is possible for you to achieve or for you to receive, or spirit just doesn't want you to know. Okay, so let me just read the description for this. It says this card is challenging you to face a decision with honesty and openness, using both intellect and intuition to find the right path forward. It indicates you have been at a stalemate or impasse where no progress can be made until a decision is reached. You have felt the situation has become stagnant. However, there is a moment of contemplation here. Now is the time for reflection before making a move and for ensuring you have all the relevant information required. One thing is for certain, something has to change. This could refer to a career dilemma or a love quandary, such as choosing between lovers or taking sides between a partner and a family. What is it? I was doing some other, whose soul mirror? I did Aries soul mirror reading, and I think it was Libra. Anyway, I did Libra soul mirror reading, and they were saying something about like choosing between lovers or taking sides. And yeah, there was a spread that was talking about taking sides between a partner and a family. So if you have Libra in your chart, or you are dealing with Libras and you have issues with a argument, two people bickering, and you're in the middle of it, please check out that reading, because it may be about you. I don't know. Okay. But anywho, one thing is for certain, something has to change. This could refer to a career dilemma, but ultimately you will need to take action and be decisive. So the promise of progress really depends on you, because you have to make a choice. So maybe you are at the brink of passing your final test. If this is like career or business, maybe you need to pick pricing. Maybe this is like you trying to decide the trajectory of how far you want your career to go. Is like, do you want to grow a cherry tree, or a banana tree. Like how far do you want to grow? Like if you have limited thinking and be like, oh, you know what, I just want to say you're a book writer. Oh, I just want to sell like 50 to 100 books, that's fine. But deep down out in the universe somewhere, there is a potential for you meeting the right um, publisher who is ready to write you a contract so you can guarantee to sell 1,000 books a month. And so you're limited on 100. And so according to what you're available to get, um, you may damn well, oh, I got food in my face. Okay. Sorry. But you may limit what you're available to get. So keep that in mind, all right? So moving on to the outcome, you have the Four of Wands. My life is a celebration of my achievements. And what is this? This Four of Wands is basically saying like this is a time for you to celebrate. And so maybe whatever outcome it is, you will succeed and you will have the you will reach the goal, okay? Whatever it is, the goal or objective that you are set out to do. So let's see. Because there's really nothing standing in your way because you lack no burdens. You lack the Ten of Wands. The only wands I see in this spread is the Ten of Wands and the Four of Wands, which is the outcome. What you lack and what you will get. Or in your current objective. So keep in mind the Four of Wands is the second happiest card in the deck. But here we go. Holy Spirit, what shadow aspects could be keeping my fire signs from reaching their goals or objectives this month? Oh, shamed for being you, humiliation, inner critic, identity suppression, envy, lack, comparison, resentment. Reclaim the lost sense. You lost your sense of identity, power, soul retrieval. So did something happen where you were humiliated? You have an inner critic that is beating you up? Maybe something happened that made you lose your identity. Maybe you put your identity into something that what is it? So you know how like a high school football player is like at the peak of their life in high school, and then they graduate high school and then that was their peak, nothing else happens, and so they're like 47 walking around with a Letterman jacket, just talking about their high school days, or whenever they have a chance they talk about their high school days, but right now they're just like a mediocre, I don't know, just schmo. Maybe they own a restaurant, or they're a manager, or I don't know, just something like, oh, okay. It's like, oh, okay, it's nice, but it's nothing like, oh, it's not a hero type of job. Like they don't get that same sense of fulfillment. They don't get that sense that they have fans and people rooting for them and cheering them on each day, like they did when they were in high school and on the football team. And so they may go around like not really having a sense of who they are, or they may lose their identity basically. And so I basically say that like that maybe that has happened to you. It's okay. It happens to all of us. Maybe you get so hyped up in because you know what, this literally just happened to me. Um, I was because I have been in the fitness industry for so long, so I'm so used to wearing. Granted, I never liked wearing clothes anyway. I love being in tank tops, crop tops, shorts, all that stuff. I'm a hot natured person. I was born in April, so in the South, it is disrespectfully hot down here. But anywho, um, when I shifted from being a personal trainer to being a health coach, I started it was like a it was like a coming back to myself because I was able to get my nails done like I wanted to, like I can grow them out because I don't have to worry about picking up heavy weights and stuff. I can wear cute clothes. I have reasons to get dressed up. I don't have to be in tennis shoes all the time. I don't have to be in workout clothes all the time. Granted, I'm in tank top and a hat right now because it's the weekend. Okay. But I don't know. And then what does I get to wear? Jewelry and not just like simple sweat proof things, but it's like metal, like gold and crystals and diamonds and stuff. Well, I'm not gonna wear no diamonds to work. But anywho, like I can wear nice jewelry, you know, and sterling silver. Like, and I just remember like I used to always do those things. And it wasn't until I started sort of shifting back into that, like doing full face of makeup whenever I got ready to go to the gym, doing my hair and trying to look cute, like accessorizing my scrub so it didn't really feel like an actual outfit when I went to work out. And so if you didn't know, I worked at a gym that was located in a hospital. So that's why I say scrubs. But yeah, but it's very, very um therapeutic and cathartic coming back to yourself and being able to enjoy the things that you used to love. And granted, if you were a high school football jock and those heydays are over, like you can still find another passion, another sense of creativity that you can pour into in the same sense. So I don't know, a lot of guys go into powerlifting. Maybe it is pottery. I know a guy who ended up making rugs and carpets. So, you know, the sky's the limit. You never know what it can be. Um, so yeah, maybe that is something you're dealing with. If you need help with your sense of identity, your inner critic or identity suppression, please check out the link in the description box. I do have a playlist on my other channel called the Happiness Reset Blueprints. And yeah, will it'll help you with all that. Also, there is envy that is an issue too. So maybe you're looking around at everybody else and you're like, well, I don't have what they have. I am still, I don't know, driving around with the 2001 Volvo. I don't know. It is what it is. But, you know, everybody's journey is different. And the sooner you stop and focus, you stop focusing on everybody else's journey and focusing on yours and focusing on the joy of your journey, the joy of your wins, no matter how small they are compared to anybody else's. That's why you don't have to share your joys to everybody else. Because you're probably dealing with people who would see you post an accolade on social media and not really get a lot of engagement, but then have people who you know fuck with you, who you know, like if you text them, they'll text back, oh, hey, yeah, girl. But if they post something, they will get a whole bunch of likes and support, or you will or something like that. I don't know. And so you kind of feel bad about maybe your wins aren't as big enough, or maybe they're just ignoring. I don't know, but flip it, smack it, take it, however it resonates. Let's see. What is that? Did I say? Yeah. So that is your goals and objectives reading. I'm gonna do a spread with this Oracle deck. Ow, ain't nothing funny about hitting the funny bone, okay? Jesus. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get insight to see, is there any particular scenario? I'm gonna try to get 2 scenarios, one for love and one for career, and how this goals and objectives spread may pertain to your life. So you'll be like, so if this happens in the month of March, it's like, oh shit. Let me do what Jenny was trying to tell me to do in that goals and objectives reading. All right, so here we go. Holy Spirit, can you give me insight on my fire placements, love life as it pertains to this goals and objectives reading, as a confirmation that they need to do what the F I just said? Oh, my ear just started ringing and just like shut down. Holy Spirit, can you give me insight on my fire placements? What is this? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Love life as it pertains to this goals and objectives reading for confirmation. Chemistry, spark, attraction, magnetic pull. Frozen out in the cold. Somebody's gonna want to come back. Frozen out in the cold winter. Somebody that you like. Wishes coming true. I want to kiss you. Oh. Take time to rest and relax. That's funny because Frozen Out in the Cold came out. Major part, yes, minor, I don't know. Okay. Well, that makes sense now. All right, can you clarify which thing's coming true? Can you clarify? Okay. So I'm probably gonna have to clarify some more. But anywho, for confirmation for this goals and objectives reading, maybe first cards that came out was chemistry, spark, attraction, magnetic pull, but frozen out in the cold came out and wishes coming true. So right off the bat, maybe it was somebody you had chemistry with and either you or them left them out in the cold. Somebody was left out in the cold. Okay. But maybe the wishes are coming true about them coming back because it's a twin flame journey. It says, underneath chemistry says, I want to kiss you. So maybe if somebody wants to come back because they want to kiss you, even though you decide to take time to rest and relax from this twin flame journey. We have so many questions underneath the deck. So maybe they are coming back for closure. Dream big, Ice Queen. Why is this center? Everything in this line is like a complete look. Somebody is gung-ho on coming back to you, but you say fuck it. Because, hold on, what is this? Child, you are done with the toxicity. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Look, because I did 3 spreads, every single spread, the middle line, just check out the middle line, frozen, out in the cold. Take time to rest and relax. Ice Queen, don't back down. Everything on the first line, chemistry, spark, attraction, magnetic pull. I want to kiss you, dream big. Everything is like, pulling. Somebody is pulling on your energy. And you are like blocking that shit so hard. And that's why the promise of progress was like, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no. Even the dream big is coming over this Ice Queen. She like, you better not. You bet that letter better. You say you better send that letter. That letter better return to sender. But what is it? Wishes coming true. Twin flame journey. Toxic behavior. Control. Manipulation. Obsession. So maybe your wish will be to have them come back just so you can tell them no. Or maybe your wish is that they will finally leave. But whoever it is, this person has some type of chaser, attachment, validation seeking situation. So if that is your love, if that resonated with you about your love life, please drop a jaguar in the comments to let me know, yes, you accept this assignment to go after your goals and dreams. Okay, you're going to pursue your goals and dreams. Yes, because otherwise this little chaser, hold on, Holy Spirit, what signs could this chaser person be? Oh, hold on, let me do my other deck. Holy Spirit, what signs could this chaser person be that's coming back to my fire signs? Who is this chaser person that could be coming back to my fire signs? And try to get through. Okay, so we got Cancer, Gemini, Aquarius, or Capricorn. So any of those signs. Yep, Capricorn at the bottom of the deck too. And even this that came out says Knight of Swords, Magician, the Chariot reverse. Like, they're gonna come back for this return just to find out that they are not in alignment. All right, so going into career, Holy Spirit, can you give me a confirmation for my fire signs if this goals and objectives reading pertains to their career? If it don't fit, don't I was gonna say make it fit, but don't make it fit if it doesn't apply. Okay. But if you do like the way I read, please like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a jaguar in the comments. I have a 5 of Wands, 9 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. is it after fighting or in a competition with people, you win? You get the prize, you get the offer, you get the promotion. Anything else? Can you clarify this Five of Wands? Queen of Cups. Are you fighting with a Queen of Cups energy? Or are you fighting with your intuition? Are you doubting yourself, going back and forth with what you should do in your head? The Hermit. Do you need to look into yourself and determine what your definition of happiness is and success? Or do you need to look and see, perfect your offers? Can you clarify with Ace of Pentacles? I have the Seven of Cups, the Lovers, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Can you give me one more? Knight of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Empress, Five of Pentacles. Who are all these fucking people underneath this Page of Pentacles? Ten of Pentacles, the Sun. What is going on at work? Okay, so maybe a Queen of Cups who you were fighting with looks at you. Maybe you have your business online. I don't know, you have something in your business or some accolade is shown about your, it says creativity and having to be shown in your goals and objectives reading. So maybe that gets seen with the Hermit, especially looking at the Queen of Cups. So maybe somebody is seeing you happy online or something and they want to give you an offer. But this offer was clarified by the Seven of Cups and the Lovers. And the Seven of Cups was clarified by the Six of Wands. So somebody has been secretly watching you succeed and they like you. They really like you. With the Lovers clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. But the Wheel of Fortune was clarified, well, not the Wheel of Fortune was clarified by nothing, but the Page of Pentacles was clarified by the King of Swords, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. So maybe it was like somebody who's maybe very business related or practical minded, good with their words. I don't know. I'm getting like very professional. Clocking in, clocking out. I don't know what that means. Please don't take it personal. But somebody finally like getting the nerve to come up and take action, like, hey, to the Empress. I'm assuming it's you. But what is that for? Because they're in need. This is Five of Pentacles. Yeah, maybe it'll take you off guard because they're in need of help. Yeah. I don't know. You might believe this opportunity when it comes to you. So take it, flip it, smack it, rub it down, however it resonates. Please keep in mind the month of March has just started. So don't, if that resonated with you, drop a jaguar in the comments. That is just a confirmation. If you see this if this scenario happens to you in March, then just take it as a confirmation that you need to focus on your goals and objectives. Replay the beginning of this read for more insight on what that was, because that just gave me a headache. All right. Any advice for my Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements as it pertains to this particular season in their life? Anything else? Yeah, I'm gonna leave on that. It says grace and sensitivity. Oh, this has been coming out a lot. Like the deer, you can sense the subtle shifts around you. It's a time to slow down, listen to your heart, and remain sensitive to others' feelings. Give both yourself and others the space to adjust and grow. What is that? So the deer, grace and sensitivity, because the last time I saw this card, it reminded me of Bambi. So maybe you're going through a situation to where like you just experienced a major loss, and you are feeling hurt because maybe you lost a loved one or animal, and you need to give people and yourself the time to process those emotions while at the same time still exploring and pursuing your creativity. Okay. Next says release and healing. A lunar eclipse. Didn't we just have a lunar eclipse? Anyhow, a lunar eclipse symbolizes release and healing. Today, it's a time to let go of old burdens because they have let go of you. Okay. Especially emotional ones. Through releasing, you make space for new energy to flow in. So yeah, what is that with the lunar eclipse? Maybe you should look up some moon um rituals and stuff you can do if you feel always guided and very emotional around certain aspects of the moon. What is that? I know I have a book called The Moon Fix. So I don't have it right here, but anywho, yeah, that's something I go with my one-on-one clients who are into that stuff. See, I don't have a lot of clients that are into that stuff, but what is it? I do have books on stuff like that. But anywho, you can always just look it up. If you're interested, if you want to know what the name of my moon book is for how to heal with the moon, then just ask me in the comments. But card at the bottom of the deck is fox. Something with animals may be important, but today requires adaptability. Change is inevitable, but those who can adjust quickly will find opportunities in the chaos. Because at the beginning of this reading, I was saying something about how you may have just gotten out of a burden or release your burdens, but your body may want to slow down, but you don't have the energy to slow down. You don't have the time to slow down. But it says stay calm, respond flexibly, and use your cleverness to find the best solution. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it at that. If you like the way I read, like, comment, drop a jaguar in the comments, and subscribe if you want me to pick up on your energy more. If you like the way that I read, feel free to check out my other readings. I have goals and objectives. Well, this was goals and objectives. I also have my blockages and priorities readings. Those come out each week. And then if you really want to go deep for some soul healing, I have my soul mirror shadow work readings that are coming out. And I just did Taurus, Aries, and Libra. So I hope this helps. And until next time, happy healing.